the paper talk today, we're talking about Cody Gakpo rumours. It looks like Manchester United could be in for the PSV star. Also, it looks like the story regarding Frenkie de Jong, some player I've never heard of, could be reignited. And Eric Ten Hag has been letting us know why he chose Cristiano Ronaldo as captain. And let's just say he wasn't first choice. Let's check it out. Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the paper talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford and it's Parker weather. It's pretty grim. It's spitting. Get them in. We'll get into a load of stories here. There's a little bit of afters following last night's game against Aston Villa, or yesterday afternoon's game against Aston Villa. A couple of quotes there that we didn't mention, I think, yesterday, so we'll get into them. Bit of reaction as well. We've also got some transfer rumours that we're going to get stuck right into too as well. So make sure, if you've not done already, you are subscribing to the channel because you don't want to miss out on anything. Right, we'll start off with, I'll tell you what, should we just revisit an old friend? Frenkie de Jong. This just never goes away, does it? The Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United rumours. And it seems that United could be going for de Jong again, thanks to Barcelona's interest in Bernardo Silva. Now, we've had this story a few times. I think we've had every imaginable Frenkie de Jong story, or Frenkie de Jong story even, since time began. But the latest is that Gerard Piqué retiring, stay with me, frees up some funds for Barcelona to continue their pursuit of Bernardo Silva, which would then in turn encourage them to sell Frenkie de Jong. Are you with me? Good. There's a report, I think, in the Mirror. It says Barcelona ready to reignite transfer chase in boost to Man United after failed swap deal. They wanted Bernardo Silva in the summer. That obviously didn't happen. Now it seems like that could be back on, and that could allow Manchester United to go for de Jong, who allegedly is disgusted, in inverted commas, after being told by the Barca boss, Xavi, in pre-season that he'd be integral to the team's campaign, only to start 10 of their 18 fixtures in all competitions. So, according to the Mirror, de Jong's a bit miffed. Piqué's retired. There's more money for Barcelona to go after Bernardo Silva, and that could all lead to de Jong coming to Old Trafford. We'll have to wait and see with that one, won't we? Because I've just about had enough of the Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United rumours. I don't know about you, it just never ends, does it? We'll see. Stranger things have happened, and if anything does happen, as always, we'll keep you posted. I'll get into a couple of things from yesterday's game before we move on to some more transfer rumours as well. There's a little tweet here by Leon Bailey, right? This caught my attention this morning. I think he did it yesterday evening, or actually the early hours. Leon Bailey tweeted, "Very disappointed in the referees today. I couldn't breathe for a second after getting elbowed twice in my rib." I'm doing it in my accent, not his, obviously. The linesman went on to say, "I shouldn't be saying anything because I was doing just the same to Martinez. Something I don't understand why we got VAR. Shake my head." What a grass, eh? Get a grip. Do you know what I mean? I've seen the footage. Martinez holds the ball off for him, and maybe there's a little bit of toing and throwing there. But do you know what? Taking to Twitter 6 hours later to moan to referees. Proper mad. Right, anyway, also on the game yesterday, we've suffered a blow, because Delo cannot play in the Fulham game. He's accumulated bookings, so he's not available for the Fulham game. Also, on Cristiano Ronaldo being captain, because this raised a few eyebrows before the game, and Eric Ten Hag he's not exactly giving him a ringing endorsement of why he made him captain. He basically said he's fourth choice. He said he's almost gone, you know what, yeah, he's captain because I didn't have any other options. He listed up some of the players he could have been captain. Harry Maguire wasn't playing, of course. He's the club captain. Bruno Fernandes was suspended. He's the team captain, if you will, the one that usually wears the armband. He mentioned David De Gea. He said that he didn't like to give it to David De Gea because he's the goalie and he's a little bit further away from the action. He also mentioned Casemiro. He didn't want to give it to Casemiro because he doesn't speak English very well. So he sort of gave it to Ronnie. I mean, talk about damning with faint praise there. It's not really an emphatic, you know, I love Ronaldo, so I gave him the armband. It's, you know, I was running out of options. Anyway, Ronaldo was captain. I don't think it really matters that much, especially when you're saying he was only captain because the other options I had weren't available, or, you know, for whatever reason I couldn't give it them. Carl Anker, who's a friend of the channel, asked Eric Ten Hag about Ronaldo, about if the amount of crosses that United had in the first half was a deliberate approach to feed Ronaldo. This is a tweet from Carl Anker, and he says his response, "No, that was stupid." He then described his frustration at United players rushing the cross and not waiting for the right moment. There's a little bit of this going on at times, isn't it? I don't know whether it's just because Ronaldo's the striker or whatever, but it feels like we're trying too hard to give the ball to Ronaldo at times. Me and Joe did a video about that where Joe took a bit of a deep dive into it, and he looked at a few of the games. I think he looked at the Newcastle game in particular where there was better options on, but it seems like certain players were just obsessed. Obsessed might be a strong word, but seems to have this tunnel vision when it comes to Ronaldo of we've got to get the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo at all costs, and sometimes it seems to be costing us. Just another one as well, a transfer rumour. Says here in the Express, Man United about to finalise Cody Gakpo transfer agreement as blockbuster details emerge. Says Manchester United tried to sign Gakpo back in the summer transfer window and could revive their interest in January. And it also goes on to say United are about to define an agreement for PSV Eindhoven star Cody Gakpo, according to reports. The Dutch international was on Erik ten Hag's radar back in the summer, only for Anthony to end up moving to Old Trafford instead. However, it appears a potential transfer could be on the cards as the January window creeps closer. It then goes, it quotes a certain thing, it's come from an Italian journalist, Rudy Galletti, has claimed that United have, basically got an agreement in place or whatever. Yeah, I mean, Gakpo is having a bit of a storming season, isn't he? He's just been banging him in the Dutch league. He's on fire. Now, I think he predominantly plays on the left and likes to cut it on his right foot, but he can play down the middle as well. He's obviously working under Ruud van Nistelrooy, the greatest striker I've ever seen. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that one. United do need a striker. I know people may go, well, is Gakpo an out-and-out striker? Can we even get him? Would PSV be willing to sell him in January? According to some reports now, it looks like a deal could be on. We'll have to wait and see. We're hearing that Manchester United wouldn't be able to spend big in January because we went big in the summer. But as always, we'll keep you posted and updated with that one. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. We'll always let you know what is going down. I've been Jay. This has been the Paper Talk outside a pretty grim Old Trafford in more ways than one after yesterday's result. Thanks for watching.